Welcome in once again, guys. We're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard addiction, guys. You guys already know we have number 90 Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. This is the pure definition of free money. Free 99, like we like to call it here on the channel. This is free money. We get it. Disclaimer, Jay could get a reprint, it could get this, that, and the third. We never know, right? But the premise with making money in Yu-Gi-Oh, especially nowadays with crazy reprint cycles and a million different rarities and things of that nature, you never know when the next reprint for the next card is coming, right? But usually there's a gap zone. Usually there's a time where we can invest, get exposure to some of these cards, and make sure we buy them and then take advantage of the gap zone. Because before a card like this could potentially get a reprint, it'll probably at least 2 to 3x. If we wake up one day and this card is $5, no one's gonna break a sweat. No one's gonna blink an eye. No one's gonna be surprised. But we're gonna be eating that food. We're gonna be eating this piece of cardboard essentially by selling it, and then we're gonna go grab something to eat because the game is that easy when you're up 3x. Literally, number 90, Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord is a Starlight Rare penny stonk from the tins. And again, if we come over here, guys, we can see, look at that. Let me just put this right here, put this right here. Look at that. Man, right? I thought I was searching on TCG Player right there. You can see that this card, I mean, ever only has like 4 prints. It's crazy. Even it already got 2 prints in one product, which is Battles of Legend Chapter 1, that is already hard to get. And then the OG print, the secret rare. And now you have, I mean, a technical max rarity, Starlight Rare right here. 4 prints only ever. And these 3 prints were extremely difficult and hard to get. If we open up each and every single one of these guys, 4 prints only ever. We see the ultra rares here. I mean, it says it's 5s and some change. It's around 250. Like, why would I come over here and prefer this over Starlight? Oh, Jay, but this one's more scarce. It came out first, and I love ultra rares. Okay, Billy. I mean, hey, to each their own. But the whole point is, deep down, is scarce, more scarce than people give it credit for. Because yes, I mean, the card was $16.53 before the reprint. The reprint has caused this to get destroyed, we understand, right? But what happens when this one gets hard to get all of a sudden? And they all get hard to get, including the silver. Silver here, card, if you go to the yearly, was $17, bro. Some Billy Bob paid $30 for what today is a $1 card. Insanity. So once they all get hard to get, look, you have the secret rare. The secret rare used to be 18s, went up all the way to 2830s, boom, crashed down now to 350s. It's not bad. I mean, long term, you pick these up at 350s, not bad, because these will go crazy as well eventually in the future, just off the scarcity, first at OG, first mover status. We understand, right? But everything that I said was to conclude on the fact that this should turn out to be an amazing investment, guys. I'm picking these up either at events, just ordering them whenever I can. When we get the Cyber Monday deal, I'm gonna come over here, which, by the way, the card is around $150. I mean, the walls are $165. The way that I see it, I want to be buying these at $5 for a playset. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come into this wall of China, hopefully is here by then, in a couple days, once we get that Cyber Monday or Black Friday, whatever that deal that we're gonna get that weekend, that holiday weekend. I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna come into one of these walls and get me a couple 3 stacks, you know, a couple RO3s here and there, maybe an RO9. Just get me, you know, $5 here, $5 there, you know, maybe get, you know, if $5 is 3 of them, right? So maybe get an RO9 and throw 15 bones at this, apart from the ones that I've traded for and that I have around here in the personal Euro print copy. Just get exposure, because a card like this eventually into 2026, who knows if it gets a lot of tin cards don't get reprinted again, as we can see with the 2024 tin cards that got reprints, like the Chaos Angels and the Imsetis and a bunch of other cards that we've been talking about. They didn't get reprinted. They still haven't gotten an additional print. Like, their last reprints were inside those tins. So what do you think is going to happen next year, late next year, when this card is hard to get as well? And we're getting brand new Photon support. Jay, but the support sucks, just like any other Galaxy support that has ever come out for the most part. I'm sorry if you're a Galaxy Eyes player. I get it. I understand because I'm a true Draco player and they give me new support and it sucks. So I understand. But hype and speculation. Oh my God, Antimatter Dragon, new Photon support. I need to get this. I need to get number 90 because the card is broken. And number 90 is broken even in non-Photon or Galaxy Eyes deck. Just a great generic broken rank 8. So I've already gone too long, a couple minutes on this card. The whole point is get exposure. I'm getting exposure. I'm telling you guys what I'm doing, and you should definitely take that into consideration with this penny stonk from the tins, which we will get into more penny stonk from the tins in just a bit. But before we do, we have here penny stonks from the Chronicles deck, the Fallen and the Virtuous. We have the Bystial Lubellion. Guys, this card, when it, before the Ultra came out, we always wanted a budget version of this card. Like, to get this card, you always had to pay double digits, always. When you come here, the card only has 4 prints. You click on view all versions. I guess the quarter century secret rare max rarity is not a version of the card. It's neither here nor there. The whole point is 4 prints ever. And, these are harder to get than what they may seem. You have the first at OG's secrets, and then you have the prismatics right here at around $6. And people are realizing that they prefer these prints. Some people, and I can't blame them, just don't like how these look. Sure, if you're on a technical budget and you really need the cheapest version, you live with the results. You do as you must. But if you have a choice, there's no way I'm choosing this one over the prismatic secret rares at the very least. So yes, the card readily available. Everyone's cracking open the structure deck. Everyone has extras of these. But it gets to a point where these all of a sudden next year get hard to get. And of course, this is more like a card that could get another reprint later on down the line, but from here until that moment, this card can again 2 to 3x. This card is $2 to $3. No one's gonna be like, oh man, what? No, it's like, yeah, it's Bystial Lubellion. Play sets for 10s. All right, there's gonna be people willing and able to pay that price. So you want to come in and get this penny stonk early, again, literally at shekels. Yeah, it used to be 3/4 a pop. Now it's 4/4 a pop. And the walls push up 15 to 20% increase from the current dollar mark. Don't sleep on this card. If you see it in a trade binder, if you want to get a couple online, just get exposure to this card, because this card can go up, even though it's hard to understand right now. Everyone has these J's. No way it's going to be over $1. This, and then 2 months go by, 3 months. Then the structure deck is hard to get. Everyone forgot about the Lubellion reprint. People continue the demand coming in, rushing in to get this card. Don't sleep on the Bystial Lubellion, guys. Then we do have here the first link in the description down below if you want to fast track all the cards we will be talking about today, and or purchase any of these. The best way to do so, link in the description down below. Don't miss out, guys. Later this week we will be selecting our giveaway winner. Make sure to participate. Link in the description down below. Don't miss out and come get your free course almost at 110. Congrats to you guys, whoever getting free exposure to a free course right here. Link, $15 off, Discord and X. Make sure you join those platforms. Don't miss out. None of this content is official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. Make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, like the video on the way in. Would gladly appreciate it. So today I want to discuss on some penny stonk cards. Mainly $2 and below for the most part. So yeah, let's just take a look here. So let's get into it. Flying Mary. Jay, why do I want to fly on this ship? The Wandering Ghost ship? Why? Because it's a penny stock. It's around $1/4, but we'll discuss the walls of China and see the actual price. Like, you need to understand, guys. And again, the little of you guys that are still remaining here, because I'll go's nuking your boy, okay? We can barely crack 2K anymore. We've officially become a small YouTuber again now. Guys, all fun and games. The whole point is, we've seen money, like cards like these random prismatic secret rares in the past tins in 2024 become money. It's not guaranteed by management. It's all about probabilities. It's all about, taking the risk on a penny stock and see if it pans out. Me, I'm buying these. Is a prismatic secret rare, already has terrible pull rates. We know zombie support is coming. It don't matter that zombie support, Maze of Muertos, is gonna suck, and who cares, not gonna be meta relevant. The casuals, there's people out there, oh my god, finally zombie support. Oh man, I love Maze of Muertos, I can't get the set. My hand's on the set and I'm gonna want this zombie and that zombie. That's all I care about. Those Billy Bobs, they're gonna need Flying Mary, the Wandering Ghost ships. Why? because the card is amazing. It's generic. It's 2 zombie monsters. Then, you know, it allows you to special summon from banish or graveyard a level 5 or higher zombie by placing it in the continuous spell face up in the spell and trap zone. And then while it's a continuous spell, you can target 1 level 5 or higher zombie monster you control, destroy 1 monster your opponent controls with attack less than or equal to that monster. That's crazy. So this generic zombie monster gives you a special summon from grave or banish, and then basically a pop. You can destroy one of your opponent's monsters generically. Like, it's not, I'm not saying it's the end all be all. I'm not saying it's going to be meta relevant. Who cares about the fundamental schmundamentals? But I like to, at the very least, read the cards. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, could casuals catch on to this? Sure. And by then, this card can go from 1/4 to 4 quarters. It can go from shekels to billies. And that's what we're always chasing here, the multiples. So again, it's been 1/4 forever. It's on a little uptrend here. And the wall's perfect. Quarters right here. Walls of China. Walls of China. 90 listings. So you know what I'm going to do? If this wall's still here, I'm going to buy $5 worth. What is that? 4 times 5? 20 copies. Yeah, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to literally, you know, choose 20 right here. Slap it into the cart. And do this here in a couple days. For Cyber, whatever that, you know, the TCG player. They show it here. Where is it? Let me see. This Cyber Weekend awaits right here. Look, the 28th through the 1st. On the 28th, right there, ooh, man, your boy's gonna be broke. We're gonna come in here. We're gonna be buying penny stocks left and right, and I'm gonna focus on these 2 products that we're gonna be talking about today. I'm telling you what I'm doing because this worked so well in the past, man. Of course, it's not that you're gonna everything you buy is gonna go up. You got to be perfect. No, you got to win more than you lose. You got to make sure that most of your picks are good. They're gonna pay for the ones that aren't and profit, you know, way more. Again, potential's there. Look at this card. No one cares about this card. No one's looking at it. When Mesa Muertos comes out in a couple months, what do you think people are gonna be coming? You're gonna be like, you know, oh man, I need that random ship, you know. And of course, it does already have a couple prints. It has a higher rarity, a quarter century, I believe so, and it has, you know, the ultras, the OGs, good and well. This is the one that I want, the mid-max, the prismatic secret with the terrible pull rates, hard to pull. I believe people will be coming for this card later on down the line. Free 99, penny stonks, quarters to billies. The game is that easy. Look, this has 4x written all over it. No one's paying attention to this card. You know, competitively speaking, why should people? It's not about that. It's about making that bread. You know, look at that. You look at this outlier candle, back to back, essentially. On the 3-month, the chart is just confirming what I'm telling you guys. Look at that. Look at that. Looks, that's what you call smart money. Honestly, I'd be waiting for the, you know, 10% discount on this move. Hopefully we still have walls by then, but these are smart money. These are people that watch the channel. They're coming in early. They gonna eat because the food is easy to consume here. As you can see, man, it's too easy, bro. Look at that. These are smart people. I would have been doing this. I'm just not doing it because I'm waiting for the, you know, the deal. Hopefully, you know, is there another wall right here? There should be probably another wall of China right there. I mean, it does go to 35 cents. So all of a sudden you're paying $1 only gets you 3 instead of 4. So make those considerations. Just don't gobble up this wall. Let your boy eat a little bit. Let's wait until November 28th, man. But I already have a couple of these anyways, but you know, we can all participate here because the game is truly that easy. I mean, it's just a couple shekels, man. Like, some people worried about risk and this and that. What if this? What if that? I mean, it's just a quarter, man. Like, definitely well worth the risk to reward ratio. It's 4 to 1 at the very least. You take the risk of 1 to get 4x. I mean, where else, boys? We have Dragon Gate. Again, under $2 here on that same zombie train. I mean, don't take this for granted. Card was $1 and some change, went up to 3s and some change, now back down to $1 and some change. So again, anything at or around 2s is beautiful. Same deal. At the very least, I'll get another playset. You know, once that deal comes out, just at the very least, because I already have a couple here, plus my personal copy. Exposure. You have a couple of these zombies come out later on, and it's just generically good even for non-zombie decks. So don't sleep on it. Dragon Gate, I think, is a great prismatic secret rare under $2 to keep your eye out for. Just one that I would keep on my radar, especially with the future zombie support. Then we have spell card Monster Reborn. We got this card used to be 83 shekels, went up to $2, and then you have the double top cat formation here getting destroyed, and now we're consolidating at around, I mean, you have a couple deals here and there, but the card is really about $1.20. you know, and that's not bad. 79 listings. I mean, ideally you would want to be getting these at least at dollars, anything at dollars and below, if you get a deal in person, things of that nature. But if you don't own the card at all, this is one of those cards that you read its effect and you're like, how has this never seen play? Like, so much potential in a card. Doesn't mean it has to pan out, but it could. So based on that, I would just get proper exposure. At the very least, get a playset at, you know, these current prices for the Starlight. We have Red Rose Dragon. Some people forget. And again, when I discuss card prices, I like to go back to the charts and to previous versions to show, you know, to make a point. This card only has 4 prints, only. It just got a reprint that is around 80 cents or whatever inside a common reprint in Legendary 5D's decks. But this card, before these back-to-back reprints, only had 2 reprints ever. And even an ultra rare is still holding on to $5 right here, guys, as you can see. So again, you have a Starlight rare, technically max rarity. You have an ultra rare here that is like 3x above the current price of the Starlight. There's too many discrepancies here. Like, this is the technical max rarity. I think most people would prefer the Starlight over any of the other versions. So just keep it in mind. Came out at shekels, went up to 2s. Now it's consolidating here at $1 and some change. Like, if you've always wanted this card, you want to invest into it. 66 listings, guys. You know, it's a card that plant players need, they love. It's Dragon Tuner, level 3. It already retraced back down to the mean. So anything at $1.50 or under 2s, I think it's great for the Starlight rare. Don't sleep on it. It still only has 4 prints. And of course, this is another one that most people probably won't pay attention to from the Legendary 5D's deck, even as a common. So, I mean, you know, we're still at pre-sales. We'll see how it'll pan out. Yeah, wow, 5,000 copies? Bro, these walls in China just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. We have Bottomless Trap Hole. Look at that. This is a beautiful card. Let's refresh. Someone got a deal there at $1. But the whole point is, wow, that was a good deal right there. The whole point is, this card is at all-time lows. And you're going to get the one-off deals around $1. That's great. But right now, again, for example, I'm going to build Value Turbo for Eddie Edison format. Just because. One of the things that I love about boomer formats is that anyone can play the best deck. Affordability-wise. Like, it's just cheap for everyone. So I'm a boomer at heart. You know, me and my buddy were talking, yo, let's build new Eddie Edison decks. Okay. Let me build, you know, what's considered by many to be, if not the best, one of the best decks in Eddie Edison format. I already have Twilight Sworn as my favorite deck. And nothing, that's not going to change. But that's what I love about boomer formats. It's easy and budgety to build a boomer deck. So what am I going to do? I'm going to build Value Turbo. I just got the list. It was sent to me today. And what does it play? 2 bottomless trap holes. 2 of them. I have like 15 or 20 of these. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take out of the stack, take 2, build my boomer deck. Beautiful, right? There's going to be other boomers like Jay, other Eddie Edisons out there. They're going to be like, you know what, man? I want to build Value Turbo. I want to play this deck, that, pure black when needs bottomless and needs this and needs that. Don't take these boomer cards for granted. Anything under 2s is a steal. Anything under $1.50s is better. Anything under that is just, you're too good at this game. Keep it in mind. Bottomless right now is about $1.78 with the walls of China. You know, anything at or under 2s should age very, very well for this card that is played at multiples. A lot of people like to compare Torrential Tribute to Bottomless, and oh, they're the same price when they came out in the tins. This card is used at multiples. Torrential you can use in multiple decks, but most of the time it's played at 1. So don't sleep on Bottomless Trap Hole. It doesn't matter if you don't care about Eddie Edison format or gold format. It don't matter. You can get exposure to it, about $5 a playset here. Let it marinate like fine wine. Come back a couple months later and you're up 2 to 3x. Because the game is that easy. Even with boomer cards. We have Chaos Sorcerer, same deal. What do I need for my version of Value Turbo? I'm playing Chaos Sorc at 1. So what do I need? Thankfully I have another, you know, Europrint version ready and able for that deck. Beautiful. I need Chaos Sorcerer, and then there's a lot of boomers. You're gonna also need cards like these. So what do? Anything at all-time lows under 2s, beautiful. You get exposure. There's no reason that everyone out there watching this video right now shouldn't own a playset of this. Just a playset, at the very least. You put in $6, post-tax, give or take, throw it to the side. maybe you have a boomer binder and investment, forget about it at the very least, because this is the technical max rarity for a card that to get holographic is just harder than people think. This, once it starts drying up, same thing happens. We see it happen with product after product, card after card. Once these get hard to get, all of a sudden, you know, that demand, boomer demand, is going to always be. There's going to be always people coming back. There's going to be always people building new decks like I am, just because I feel like I'm like, let me build Value Turbo. I need Chaos Sork. Okay, just cuz. That demand is not, I mean, I'm going to buy these to invest. I already have a stack, but the whole point is I'm going to keep buying more of these, man. That demand is going to keep, hey, this wall, stay right there. Let me get to the 28th, man. You just, 28th is just what, like 10 days from now? Please. So calm down, market. Let your boy, 28th, we're going to buy a couple of these, couple more, eat into these walls, because the game is truly that easy. Then we have Miracle Fusion. Same deal, hero support around the corner. This thing is flattening out. A couple one-off deals around $1, but the walls are around $1 and some change. So not too much science behind this one, other than, you know, just hero support coming. Card is iconic, actually sees play in Eddie Edison format as well. So again, these boomer cards, that they're cheap, don't take them for granted. They're cheap today. Imagine tomorrow, you know, the Speed Duel Secrets was like 25, 30 bucks, something crazy. That's not saying this has to reach those prices, but could this be a $5 card one day? It can. It can. It could be a $4 to $5 card, be up 5.5x from these current lows. So what do? You get exposure now and just let it marinate like fine wine. We have Metamorphosis. Jay, this is a boomer market watch. Not necessarily, but you know, there's a lot of boomer cards that got reprinted and they're cheap. Look, $1.15 spiking up off the lows. Don't sleep on this card. I'm telling you, man. This card is iconic. It's just different. People are going to gobble up this reprint. I mean, GOAT format is GOAT format, my favorite format, but that's neither here nor there. And the whole point is you need these, usually in multiples. Don't sleep on Metamorphosis. I get it, got the Platinum Secret Rare, but some people are going to actually prefer the Ultras over those. So don't sleep on this reprint. Once they all get hard to get, this can definitely be up at the very least 2 to 3x. Don't take Metamorphosis for granted. We have the Unstoppable Exodia Incarnate. Every time I talk about the tins, I don't really touch base on this specific card much. And you know, when going through these, I was like, this is a good penny stock, man, to pick up. It's not end all be all, it's deck core oriented, so it's not like Staple-ish where most people needed to play it and things of that nature. But it is a Starlight rare. You know, copy, I believe it has a quarter century probably, but Starlight here for $1 and some change, not bad, guys. $4 essentially gets you a playset of this card. Not bad at all, guys. This is another one that I don't have enough of. If I have this, maybe one, maybe like not enough. So I'm gonna come in here when the deals and steals go live, and we're gonna get exposure to this card, because this is another one that right now is $1.36. I mean, 2x is what, 270? I'm bad at math. 82. Whatever. The whole point is this card could be $3 one day and we can be up 2x on this move. So definitely one to get exposure to before it could be not just 2 to 3s, but maybe even 4 to 5s one day. And we do have Mimi Go Dungeon. Love talking about cards like this. Last time we talked about it, was still consolidating sideways, and it still consolidates here. Again, people forget that at one point this card was 6, 7s, 9s, almost $10 if I'm not mistaken. And Mimigo is just a deck core that is out there, out and about. Everyone forgot about it. You know, more flip support is coming. You never know with a card like this. So, you know, anything at around or under 2s is great to at least get exposure to the card. I believe I have at least a playset, and these are some of the prismatics that down the road Mimigo gets support, something happens, and all of a sudden they go from $1 billion some change, they 2 to 3x overnight, and can become a $5 card without people knowing it way many months down the road. Then we have Vados, the Eruption Dragon of Extinction. I think this is just a great ultra rare to get exposure to. I mean, the card is really 82 cents. You have an ideal 808 sweet deal right there for those 26 walls of China. Great penny stock, man. Great time to get exposure to this card. Not because it's end all be all meta relevant, not necessarily, but it is a card that people always need, always want. A lot of people love the artwork and, you know, the Ashen cards and things of that nature. So, you know, anything at shekels is great. I think this ultra could be above $1 in the future, so you want to get exposure now just so you can eat and be up 2x down the line. We have Millennium Ankh. This card, again, little by little has been consolidating between 90 cents to $1. Yeah, that's where we have a couple listings here. But then the walls, the true walls, are pushing to $1.25, man. It's so easy to make money in Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. Like, there's no way this card is going to be $1 forever. Like, can we all wake up and be honest with each other and advise, like, that we can wake up one day and this card could be $2? just conservatively speaking. Like if we wake up and Millennium Ankh is $2 Starlight Rare from the tins, we're gonna be like, yeah. And that's a 2x move already. Same deal. I'm gonna come in here. Hopefully these walls are closer to $1 than $1.25. So I can get as many copies as I can and want and need from this set. Jay, but no one plays Exodia deck anymore. The deck sucks. This and that. And hey, nostalgia only. I mean, these cards are beautiful. The artwork, everything. Don't sleep on a card like Millennium Ankh. Anything, you know, at or below current prices would be a deal and steal for the long term. We have Shield of the Millennium Dynasty. I was actually getting these, you know, at Pittsburgh. Yeah, I got a couple of these for, I think it was like 6 of these, 3 for $1. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 3 for $1. And the card essentially is $1.50, guys. So 55 listings. And yeah, man. So cards like these, again, you get the one-off deals, then they're $1.50s, and you can come back one day. They could be up 2x from these current prices at $3. No one would be surprised. Again, as a prismatic, I love from the tins, like picking up prismatics, because I know if they move, if one day anything happens around these cards, fundamentally speaking, like the pull rates are terrible and they're way harder to get than people realize. And then that's where you make the true money. Don't sleep on a card like this. Imagine if the Exodia deck gets new support. What's going to happen to all these cards? Just imagine. New support. Doesn't matter if it's going to be good or meta relevant or not. Just getting new support. Imagine what that would do to these cards. I'm going to leave it. And imagine if the support is actually then good. Bro. I'm gonna leave it at that. We have Gadget Trio, another one. Shiny Sarcophagus card, same deal. Card, you know, has been $1. Volume has been picking up. You have a couple random one-off deals, and the card is $1.15. Then there's $1.25 where you see the walls of China. So yeah, 55 listings, same deal. 3 of these for $4 post-tax. Not bad, not bad, boys. Not bad. It's a card that can be multiple billies just cause. Jay, but who cares? Who's buying this? It's not meta relevant. Look at these volume candles. Those 126 sales. Who are they? Because this deck and this card is not meta relevant. Just it happens, man. People want a rarity bump. They already had the deck. They want to build the deck, like especially this cheap. No better time to build deck cores right now in Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, thanks to the tin reprint. So don't take it for granted. Then we do have Dark End Evaporation Dragon. And we have Light End Sublimation Dragon. Every time I talk about the tins, especially penny stonks, I'm always advising people to pick these up. And Dark End Dragon is around 64, 66 cents. Still. Yeah, Sublimation Dragon is, wow, a quarter. Their quarters quickly go up to, 45 cents after this wall of China. So just don't sleep on the card. I mean, there's great penny stocks out here. And not, of course, these cards just came out. We're talking about down the road, down the line. These can turn out to be great investments that most people are just not paying attention to. Then we have Arciela, Sinister Soul of the White Forest. Wow, look at this volume candle. No one, hey, if you're almost 30 minutes in, no one's paying attention to this. And that's why I do these videos and talk about the tins every week, because you get new signs and new signals. There was someone in the comment section like, hey, sometimes the content is kind of repetitive, talking about the same cards. Yeah, I mean, if there's new opportunities, like, it's my role and my job to highlight this, because these are clear indications of future money that most people are not paying attention to. I mean, that is the whole point. That is why we're here. That is why we're here, to identify outlier candles just like this. Literally, just like this. Outlier candles, beautiful, just like this. Beautiful. Beautiful. Like, just take a look at that beautiful candle. Look at that. Wow. That's what you literally call an outlier candle. All-time high in volume. Excuse me, guys, out of nowhere. Out of the blue. And most people are not paying attention to this. While, mind you, while price has remained the same. Like, this is like... Oh my God, we're cheating out here, bro. I guess, I mean, in Yu-Gi-Oh, there's people out there, they just don't care about making money in the space, and that's unfortunate, because I've always cared. That's why I do these market watches, because I still make money with the markets, because it's that easy. But it's just so easy to make money in the game. Like, it's crazy. When I have the phrases too easy, things, I mean, literally it is. You have consolidation going on when you have the largest volume candle ever. Like, that's just... Look at this chart. Look at how beautiful it is, man. Look how beautiful it is. That's crazy. Jay, but the card sucks and no one's using it and no one cares about White Force anymore. I mean, obviously there's 600 sales worth, 600 plus sales worth of caring. It's all evidence, math, probabilities, charts. Men whine, men whine, men lie, women lie, the charts don't lie. Like, it's all here. So what should you do? Again, these walls, they quickly just keep going up and up and up. And this card could be $1 one day. 58 listings here. You can get these here right now around $2/4 a pop. You know, you have the mini walls here and there. You get exposure. Exposure. So me, I'm going to devour the tins. Once that deal comes out on the 28th, I'm going to just be devouring these tins so hard. I'm telling you what I'm going to be doing and giving you guys the heads up deal. Someone smart out there, they'd be taking note. They'd be coming over here to this market watch list and just keep it saved. You know, the number 890 right there, just keep it saved. I don't erase these. You know, that's the whole point of fast tracking these market watches. You can track these cards. You can track these prices. You can come back to these. All at your convenience. The game is truly that easy. Then we have Wedju Temple. Again, another card that V-shaped from 77 cents. You had the cat-shaped dump here all the way to $1 and some change. And here we are. You know, $1 and some change. You know, you have a lot of one-ofs and walls are at $1.50. So again, at the very least, if you're already getting cards from some of these sellers, you can come in, just grab a playset, build the deck core, have access to the deck core, because this card could be up 2x to $3. No one would be surprised. And we have Tales of the White Forest, same deal. You know, if people are buying Arciella, what do you think they're going to buy next? They need Tales of the White Forest for the deck. So consolidating, volume is picking up. Don't take these for granted. I also picked these up at a 3 for $1 as well, and that is just great, because this card could be $1 you know, pretty soon. Don't sleep on Tales of the White Forest, and that's why I love cards that have lack of interest, that no one cares about, that are not meta relevant, but they still have volume, meaning they still have demand. That's how you make the true money in Yu-Gi-Oh! We have Prime Eye Drill Beam, same deal. You know, I think this card will be $1 one day. Excuse me, guys. You know, it's too relevant not to do so. I get it. It has the secret rare from Battles and Legend. But again, you have that Wall of China here. And then after that, it goes to 80 cents. So this 65-cent card should be $1 one day. Keep it in mind. It's Drill Beam. Yeah, just get it at Shekels. Get it. You don't have to break the bank. I get it. It's readily available in multiple versions. But at the very least, make sure you get your exposure. We have Dragonic Diagram. I always love speculating on this card because it came all the way back down to the scene of the crime. And that's where you buy. You buy right now at around $2/4 a pop. Why? Because, I mean, True Draco support, if it gets a second wave, who knows if and when, this card will go up just cuz. Doesn't matter that, you know, my deck still sucks, but just speculation alone can cause this card not just to go from Shekels to Billies, but multiple Billies. So one to keep on your radar. Then we have Tenacity of the Monarchs. Not going to talk too much about this one because I just touched base on it very recently. But again, these volume candles just keep getting larger and larger and larger. The uptrend is strong. It's intact. Don't take it for granted. And yeah, I filtered it out by listings that have 3 or more copies. And you do have a wall here at around 80 cents, but then it quickly goes to $1 after that and beyond. Then $2 at the bottom of the page. So don't take this for granted. Excuse me, just had to sneeze. So we have these up. Blaster, the Negation Fortress. Again, this card used to be Billies, man. Used to be multiple Billies. Now it got a brand new reprint that has a terrible pull rate and it's a high rarity. Keep that in mind. 61 listings, not that many. You have Walls of China. We're gonna get exposure, boys. We're gonna get exposure at all-time lows. Once that Cyber Monday, Black Friday deal comes around, guys, we pick cards like these up. Literally, we pick cards like these up. You're gonna go to this right here. Like literally, this market watch list is where I'm gonna come back and start buying everything from here. I'm literally telling you guys what I'm gonna be doing, boys. So don't take it for granted. You know, make sure you keep cards like these in mind because these cards are just great pickups at Shekels. Cards that can definitely go from Shekels to Billies. That's why we call them penny stonks here, because this is how you can make multiples and multiples with plays like these of cards that no one really is looking or cares about. We have EMP Meow Mine. Again, this card has always had potential. Still, I mean, walls are around quarters, you know, around 20 cents. So you can get 5 of these for $1. Not bad. Come in here. Throw $1 at it with your tin stuff. Forget about it. You never know. Cards like these with great effects. You never know if they cycle back into the meta. You definitely want to consider picking that up. Then we have Emissary from the House of Wax. Again, just in case with the illusion support. I mean, we can see volume has dwindled, but again, if you can pick these up, anything at or under a quarter should age very, very well, just to get some type of exposure to a card that can end up being broken down the line. We have Ragnarika, the Evil Seed, again, plant card as well. No one's buying this card right now. No one's looking at it. A lot of cards at under a quarter that you can keep in mind, because if plants ever do something again, which usually they do, and they cycle back into the meta at some capacity, this card could go from shekels to ability. Definitely one you want to keep in mind. We have Dragons Light and Darkness, just a card that I love to see. You know, again, a card that has a beautiful artwork, and a card that only has a common first at OG, and then the ultra rare max rarity. So again, with cards like these, just pick them up, man. Sometimes they just go up just cause, not because of the effect, but you know, max rarity, it gets scarce, and it is what it is. So this is one of the best penny stocks to pick up from the tins right now, just to get exposure to a card that has great effects, even though right now dragons are not, you know, doing anything. But this could definitely come into the meta fray, you know, once Burst Protocol comes out. So don't take this for granted. Pick up however many. I mean, there's Walls of China readily available for everyone, but definitely get exposure, you know, at these current prices. Alrighty, so we have the Chronicles deck, the Fallen and the Virtuous. You guys are, oh, Jay, there he goes again. You know, this is not a new product. He's been talking about it, you know, for a couple days, the past couple weeks. Free money. Now, literally, for the first time, actually focusing on penny stocks. Again, not that you guys don't know what comes in here, because you do. We understand. Everyone at this point knows, you know, the cards that come inside this beautiful structure deck, which, honestly, I might buy 3 of. Just to test, you know, not that I care about the deck, but just to see about what I pull from, you know, Starlight, a Secret, just cause. And if, you know, it's nothing, then I'll probably just keep it sealed, but for the funsies. But yeah, I mean, this product has amazing signals. And you guys already know, we're always talking about, you know, the top end. We just talked about these cards very, very recently. But again, anything that is $5 and below from this set, which most cards are, you know, I would be focusing on the following cards. So again, the Fallen and the Virtuous. I'm telling you guys right now, I've been talking about this nonstop. I might even get repetitive with certain cards such as this one, and I understand. And there's a method to the madness. There's a reason why I talk about the same card time and time and time again. Because when I believe in a card as such as this, effect-wise, branded feature support-wise, fundamentally, technically speaking, I am a huge believer of a card like this. And when that happens, I just have to divulge it to the masses. I want most of you guys to be able to participate in a card that V-Shape recovered already. Now it's consolidating, and we have these beautiful Walls of China. I need them to stay right here until, you know, that deal comes, you know, in 10 days. Because I need like 10 playsets of these. $100. That's what I'm feeling. I mean, that's kind of high up there, you know, we might do less, you know, because we need to buy a lot of other stuff too. But you guys get what I mean, you know? It's too cheap, man. I mean, compared to potential future prices. And we got a lot of people, oh, it's an ultra rare from the structure deck. You know, it should, you know, still be cheap, and everyone has, I'm telling you, bro, when the masses need this, we're talking not just dozens, maybe not even just hundreds, but thousands of people needing this card. And it only has 3 prints behind the structure deck paywall that a couple months from now, it'll be hard to get. I'm not going to go too much into, you know, too deep into this. This is just free 99. Do with that information as you must. Then we have Triple T's. Same deal at $3. Another one. I'm going to come here. I'm going to buy a couple play sets. You know, I already have a couple that I've traded for. I'm going to buy with my hard-earned money. Come in here. We're going to buy a couple more of these. 53 listings. Cards about 3s. About, you know, play set for $10. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's what you call exposure. You're going to come in here. You're going to buy this up because this is still a Triple T's card. It's still Triple Tactics Thrust. Still at 3s. Still played by some decks. Still just generically good staple. It's the alternate art. It's the cheapest version. So that cheap version, I believe, is going to catch up to all the other versions down the road. You definitely don't want to miss out. We have Super Poly, guys. Super Poly right here. You know, I mean, let's refresh. That deal's probably not there anymore, but the card is around. You know, yeah, $1.45. Okay, still there. So yeah, the walls are around $1.50. Perfect. Post-tax, you're looking at around $5. This is the cheapest you're gonna get Super Poly in a good while. Who knows if and when it gets reprinted, but $5 post-tax, get yourself a couple places. Get at least an R09, maybe 15 bucks. Plus tax. Maybe get, 12 of these for 20 bucks. Just let it marinate, because this card at $1.50 could become $5 one day and be up 3.5x. Literally, we've already seen it happen with commons. What do you think is going to happen to this one behind a structure deck? All the other super polys were already hard to get, even though they got the rarity treatment. Just crazy. So don't miss out on this free money from the set that, if we're being honest, most people are not paying attention to right now, because they have that feeling, oh, super polys everywhere, Jay, everyone can have the card, it's pretty cheap, it's just $1.50, I'll get these later, and then later becomes $3, later becomes $4, $5. Keep the penny stock in mind. We have the Black Goat Laughs. Beautiful, man. Consistent volume and consistent supply. What a beauty. 60 listings right here. You have massive, large walls of China, essentially at 3/4 a pop, and this is beautiful. I need these walls to last 10 days, which I doubt based on the current demand, but anything at or below $1, basically at shekels, is a great buy. It is, boys. Don't sleep on it. Keep it in mind. 60 listings right here. And this is just a great card that, just got reprinted in the tins, which we obviously talked about today, but we talked more so about $2 and below. But prismatic, I just got a playset of the prismatic just to get exposure, to that rarity, because I think that one will go up as well in the future. But the main play is this one. I have a couple, I don't know, where did I put them? Are they here? I don't even know where. I had a couple, a stack around here somewhere. And we're ready, man. We're ready to eat. I'm gonna be buying these, left and right. They're around here. I always love showing you guys cards, but yeah, it's around there. But the whole point is, I'm buying these left and right. Shekels today could equal Billy's tomorrow. That's why we're here. Then your own copies are gonna end up being free. And then you're gonna still profit on top of everything. The game is too easy. This is free money, man. Free money. Cards like these that get like back-to-back reprints in a reprint cycle is rare. I mean, you never know, but it's rare to get any additional prints anytime soon. Once this ages and these get hard to get, these are going to be free 99, man. From shekels to billies, man. We have Nibiru, again, a card that has been reprinted into oblivion, and before this ultra rare came out, the commons were like $1.50 to $2. Phrase commons that were like quarters when they came out. So what do you think this ultra is going to do? It's going to go from shekels to billies again. So if you can get these at under $1, you do. They were already 50 cents and look, spiked up already. So again, now they're 3/4. They were 2/4 a pop, now 3/4 a pop. Don't let this be 4 quarters or 5 quarters or 6 quarters down the line. You get it now. There's walls of China. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to devour the structure deck. Once that deal comes, pretty soon, and we going to eat. Because this is a staple. Everyone always needs the rock, and even the commons were already moving on up. It's like draws, where even the commons were like 2 to 3s recently. There's just staples, man. Staples like nibs. And we have Grand Guinol. Now, what I like about this ultra rare shirt, excuse me, readily available, massive walls of China, but it's around $1/4, a little bit less. But look at this volume coming in. Literally, guys, this card only has 5 prints. One of those is a Starlight Rare, impossible to get. So it really has 4 readily available-ish prints. And 2 of these are secret and prismatics. And actually the OG Ultras, these are all hard to get. All of them. Even if they're going down in price, people are selling these. They're panic selling. The card is still relatively scarce to get in all other versions. So what do you think this Ultra is going to do? It's going to most likely eventually throughout time catch up to these other prints. Literally, that's what's expected. So what do? You get this one at shekels. Come in here, card is shekels, under 25 cents. Beautiful. You don't want to pay over $1/4 for this card, but just pick them up. You see them in trade binders, most people won't care. And then all of a sudden, one day, a year later, once it doesn't get any additional prints, hopefully, the card is $1. And it went from shekels to billies, and no one can believe it. The potential is there, man. We do have here Albion. The Shrouded Dragon, this is the max rarity version. Literally, the max rarity version ultra rare for a card that only has 4 prints, only has 2 holographics and 2 commons, and the technical max rarity is the a structure deck version, which look only has 55 listings here. That's not a lot. It's not a lot for an ultra rare that everyone has access to. Of course, you do have the Walls of China, something to keep in mind, but you can pick these up at quarters or below. You do so. You get exposure. You never know. Max rarity of this card goes from a quarter to a billy. It could be up for X one day, and no one would be surprised. Then we have Dogmatica Ecclesia, the Virtuous, talking about a couple of secrets here. You know, this card was 2 quarters a pop, went up to 86 cents. And we're here around 3 quarters, 72 cents with the walls. Same deal. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to get a couple of these, grab a couple of these. Why? Because the card is beautiful. Just is. I mean, I think it could age very, very well just due to the alternate art secret rare status. Just a beautiful card to get exposure to. Then we have Dogmatica Flirtiless Denied. I mean, what I like about this specific card is that if I'm not mistaken, it is the a single print. So if that's the case, let me see. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, I apologize for that. The alternate art, you know, comes inside, you know, the structure deck. So the card is actually readily available. But the alternate art right here could try and catch up to the OG kind of, you know. So again, this is just more of a penny stock. You don't want to break the bank, but if you can pick up a couple of these to get exposure to the card, not bad at all. And we have the Dragon that Devours Dogma. If you stayed in here almost 50 minutes in, you deserve this. You deserve, you know, us talking about the secret rare. Again, the card was $1.43, went up to 530s, and now it's around $4. So that's good. Hopefully anything at or under $5 is great. Hopefully it stays there. Now the volume has dwindled. Most people that wanted it have it, and that's good. We come in now when there's lack of interest, because I can see this post-burst protocol as people rush to get branded cards. This card could be double digits. Secret rare. Go from 4 to 10s. It can. I'll be up 2.5x. That's conservatively speaking, so keep it in mind. You can sneak the, you know, a couple of these into your cart. I don't know, do I own this one? Maybe one of these, but yeah, at the very least, I want a play set of this card. You don't want to miss out. Anything at under 5 should age very, very well, and that's even including, you know, the ultra rare. Same deal. Ultra rare is consolidating here, you know, at around a quarter. Beautiful. Get 4 of these for $1 and some change. Not bad at all. You take advantage of these Walls of China because these quarter cards could. I mean, the 2X is already 50 cents. Could this card be a 50-cent rare for sure? Maybe even a $1 rare one day. So you don't want to miss out, man. You want to make sure you get that proper exposure to these penny stocks before they can potentially go up, not short term, but in the future, having that vision down the line. And the same for Fusion Deployment. A lot of people, oh, it's the ultra rare, who cares? It's pretty cheap. But this artwork is lovely, and people that don't want to spend, you know, on the secret rare, they're like, yo, this is a budget, let's pick it up. Card is pretty cheap. So yeah, man, look, after that, a couple walls here and there, the card it goes to $1 and some change. So this is insane what's going on with this card. Most people are not aware of this card making moves right now. So you definitely want to keep it in mind. If this is the alternate art, the version that you want to make sure you get exposure right now. Before this, the ultra, you know, that was 3 for $1 goes to $1 for 1 down the line. The potential is definitely there. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed this penny stock video. You guys are the straight MVPs. Make sure you share this in one place in the group chat with some friends. It really does go a long way. Make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, like the video on the way out. We gladly appreciate it, and I really appreciate each and every single one of you guys that stays until the end. You guys are just amazing, man. I really thank you guys. All right, so guys, thank you so much for your time, for your support, for your attention. Stay fresh.